Howdy, 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 my beautiful Scorpio. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot reading, Scorpio, for January 2022, darling. So if you enjoy this tarot reading today, Scorpio, be sure to let me know in the comments below which tarot cards resonate with you and how, darling, because that's how I keep up with you, Scorpio, is through the comments as well. Scorpio, if you do enjoy my vibe for today, darling, oh my goodness, I would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe because it helps me out more than you ever possibly could know, darling. All right, Scorpio, so be sure to be looking for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign to get the full spectrum of what's going down for your life in specific, Scorpio, as well as be looking for the code word that's going to pop up somewhere in this tarot video, darling. So you write it down in the comments below and get entered into a chance to win a completely free tarot reading by me. All right, darling Scorpio, so let's just jump right into your energies, Scorpio. Let's see what the tea is currently, darling. All right, and we're starting out with your energy, Scorpio. We have here the King of Cups coming in here for your first row. All right, we also have coming in the Queen of Cups. Okay, divine counterpart energy here, honey, honey, honey. Some of you can't, I almost called you Cancer. Some of you Scorpios here are going to be coming into some beautiful connections here, romantically, platonically, even work-wise, Scorpio. We also have this Hermit energy coming in for you. Back of the deck energy for you, Scorpio, is the Five of Pentacles coming in here. All right. Oh, all right. This is interesting energy here, Scorpio. I'm going to tell you why. Because I see what's coming in for you, darling, is it's like some type of energy is trying to barge out, knocking on your door, trying to barge in, Scorpio, is what I feel. Again, whether this is romantic, platonic, or what have you, I leave it up to you to put on those labels, Scorpio, right? But I do see it's like opportunity knocking on its door if these cups are talking just about opportunity. But for many of you guys as well, Scorpio, this is about someone trying to come in, someone trying to get to know Scorpio, right? Scorpio, I see this as like some type of, whenever I see this divine counterpart energy, when it's like in this way, I usually don't throw the word around of like soulmates and twin flames here, right? But I do see some type of deep soul connection trying to come in here, some type of opportunity trying to make itself present to you, Scorpio. But you might be in this Five of Pentacle energy, darling. All right, I see you at this place where it's like you feel it's almost like some of y'all have some abandonment issues to be working on, honey. I say that with love, Scorpio. As others of you might be going through the situation of where you're just really in your head. There's like this looming anxiety that I feel for you, Scorpio, in regards to this, right? It's like you're wanting to just lock yourself away, right, as the hermit, because of just like afraid of being hurt, afraid of being disappointed in some way, Scorpio. Some of you guys, you just like, nope, I shut that. You shut out love. You close that door into that part of your life a long time ago. Some of you guys have given up on trying to create new friendships or relationships in your life, due to like something from way in the past, right? It's none of my business to delve deeper into that, of why that reasoning is here. But I just see, Scorpio, that opportunity is just like banging, trying to get in, trying to come closer to you, Scorpio, but it's like you're not allowing it, right? In terms of opportunities, I feel as if spirit has shown you multiple signs of the same thing, Scorpio, for you to be leaning deeper into some type of passion or project, Scorpio. Maybe some of you guys want to write a book, Scorpio. Maybe you want to get into acting or in the entertainment industry. I feel like whatever it is, it's more so speaking to, it would require you to put yourself out there in some way, Scorpio, is what I feel. And that's what has you in this place of wanting to be like, oh no, I don't want to be perceived, I don't want to be seen, I don't want, it's like you just don't want to open up, right? But deep down, Scorpio, right? I love this energy for you with this High Priestess. Deep down, Scorpio, that this is an energy that you have to engage with, right? The High Priestess is also an energy where she's very hard to get to reach as well. So I'm noticing this pattern as well. Like you're making it really hard, Scorpio, for energies to be coming in. And Eight of Wands energy here I feel like to really get your life going, Scorpio, you're going to have to eventually just put the sword down, right? To put your guard down, Scorpio, and allow this to happen. And you know this deep down, right? You know, if you're wanting to have more success in your life or to have love in your life, you have to get out of your head. You can't be in that hermit energy. I almost said Virgo energy. You can't be in that hermit energy. You can't be in that Five of Pentacle energy where, you know, there's like, whether it's like you don't like something about yourself or what have you, you know that the next step for you, if you're really wanting to elevate yourself, is by breaking out of that shell. And some of you Scorpios, you may just not be ready, and I guess I can understand that as well, right? Tower energy coming in here. So yeah, you know, if you're wanting your life to be changing, Scorpio, you have to switch things up in your life. And the thing is, Scorpio, I feel like you won't regret it. If, like, this is the time, if any time, Scorpio, that you're going to break out of your shell and come out from hiding, come out from sleeping, this would be the time, darling. This would absolutely be the time. You know, you have the strength energy in the back of the deck here on your clarifying deck. So this is letting me know, for many of you Scorpios, this is part of your lessons. This is part of your shadow work, right? You have to come face to face with your insecurities. You have to come face to face with your abandonment issues, or the fear of failure, the fear of being seen by people, right? You have to come face to face with this, and I feel like it is going to be coming rather rapidly for you, Scorpio, if you choose not to fight this. Again, like free will and all this, darling, right? Again, like we are making our own choices for our lives and what we choose to manifest. But darling, like opportunity is not like I keep trying to say knocking, but I really mean just like banging. Like I feel like it's banging at your door. How many times can I say, honey? Take a shot every time. Don't. You just have to open up, because Scorpio, favorite card, honey, favorite card outside of the major arcana, Six of Wands, Scorpio, right? This is the card of fame and fortune, in my opinion, right? This is a card of extreme success. This is a card of you being noticed, the spotlight being on you, Scorpio, all right? So you have so much success trying to come in, darling, really trying to come in. Honey, I'm trying to like get these cards to be sitting up properly here. We also have the Eight of Cups coming in here. Okay. And then Scorpio, we have the Eight of Swords coming in here. Okay. And then back of the deck energy is the King of Swords, darling. All right. So what I feel like is going to be manifesting for you, Scorpio, is eventually you're going to be leaving that shell. And when you do, Scorpio, right, when you do, that's where you finally start addressing your own self-limiting beliefs that you have, Scorpio. Perhaps you think that you need more practice, that you need to hit the gym more before you put yourself out there, right? Whatever, like the Eight of Swords is quite literally those self-limiting thoughts. And what I want to be challenging you on, Scorpio, is that I feel as if some of y'all's self-limiting thoughts are thoughts that are not reality. And what I mean by this is that some of you guys might be going through some body dysmorphia, right? Why I point this out, especially in this artwork, Scorpio, is that with the Eight of Swords, what this individual is looking at in the mirror is not reality, right? If you pay attention to the artwork, that's what it is. And that's what it reminds me of, like body dysmorphia, or replace body dysmorphia with like whatever it is, whether it's like your talents or what have you, imposter syndrome, I get for many of you guys as well, Scorpio. At some point, darling, all right, at some point, you have to be willing to put yourself out there, all right, Scorpio, because you have so much success waiting at the door, like banging at the door again, honey, right? Waiting and banging, honey, girl. What kind of video is this, honey? We have the Ace of Wands coming in. This is a card of strong attraction here. For many of you guys, Scorpio, especially my singles, I want to be really telling you that you are attracting a lot of attention at this time. I feel like a lot of people see you as desirable, Scorpio, but because you are not seeing yourself as desirable, it's like you are putting blinders towards anyone that sees you in that way, because you're not comprehending that type of reality. You have the Death energy as well. It's funny how we're getting into the second row, which is all referencing closures and all of that, Scorpio. And then we have the King of Swords coming right back out, darling, from that back of the deck to now we're bringing it into the present, honey. All right. Back of the deck energy still following through with that strength energy here, Scorpio. Come on now. So this is a heavy part of your cycle, Scorpio. I would even challenge you and say that this has been a pattern in your life where it's like you're always so close to getting success that you can taste it. And then there's either some type of insecurity that happens, some type of imposter syndrome that happens. And I get this suspicion here, Scorpio, that this has occurred. I know this is kind of like, we probably like, it's like the easy go-to, right? Being like something from your childhood, right? But I do see this in this way, Scorpio. I feel like you guys, Scorpio, are really going to take a stand with something that you just have had to always just deal with in your life, where you always felt as if you are not of the right weight, or you always feel as if that you were not meant to be talented enough to do anything grandiose or anything in that nature, right? The King of Swords is someone who is very much so in tune with their mind, rather their psyche, and being very self-aware, right? So you are very self-aware of the fact, Scorpio, of, again, like it's kind of amusing to me, Scorpio, because you're very receptive of like what's holding you back, and like you already know like the bullet points of like what you need to be addressing to really continue going on further in your life. But again, it's like this sense of where it's like something from your past, I feel, because of how long this feels like it's been going on in your life for Scorpio, that it's something that from your past that you need to heal from. I don't know if it's from an experience that's happened, or if someone told you something in your life, Scorpio, that made you that forever changed how you're seeing yourself, darling. But I really want to ask the question for you, Scorpio, is like, when do you feel comfortable changing your life, right? Because once you make the decision, Scorpio, of finally coming to peace, finally coming to terms with this situation here that's been holding you back, honey, I cannot wait to see what manifests for you after that fact. All right. So really, I challenge you, Scorpio, to really put yourself out there. Finally put an end to this chapter in your life that for some of you guys has been a chapter for so long and has been so limiting, that has blocked you from opportunities, that has blocked you from really allowing yourself to open up to new love and all of that, right? Because it's something that you see in yourself that has been really controlling of you, that will stop you from doing things, right? It will stop you from going on that first date. It'll stop you from signing up for those competitions. It'll stop you from creating your own YouTube channel and doing what it is that you want to be doing, right? It stops you, right? But you know that you need to change it. So it's like, all right, Scorpio, when are you going to? You have the Ace of Wands coming in for you a second time, Scorpio. All right. So again, you guys are attracting a lot of attention, Scorpio. Again, I don't know if you even realize like how attractive you are, how valuable you are to be pulling the Ace of Wands twice now. That's the card in of itself. It's just strong, especially in socially, like a strong sexual attraction, which, I know Scorpios know this about themselves on some level. You should, Scorpio, because that's what we're known for. Is that strong, like seductive energy here. Seven of Pentacles energy. And then for your third card, Scorpio, we have here the Four of Wands coming in. All right, darling. All right. Back of the deck energy is the Knight of Wands. All right, Scorpio. So I see once you finally put down the guards, like, and really are willing to invest yourself into your future, the things coming towards you, perhaps some of you guys are afraid of just investing into energies that are just not fruitful or what have you. But the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of it's known as the card of marriage in terms of in a social dynamic, right? The Four of Wands is following in their soul's purpose. And you've always known your soul's purpose, I feel, Scorpio. You've always known that there's going to be at some point in your life where you're going to be living in your destiny of being that author, of being that social media personality, or whatever it is for you, Scorpio. You always know this is a part of your life, but it's almost as if like I don't know. Like, I feel as if you just eventually have to make the decision, Scorpio, of just taking action on it. Once you really remove this imposter syndrome or this dysmorphia that you have going on with yourself, Scorpio, the world becomes your oyster. Truly, the world becomes your oyster. With the Knight of Wands here, again, I feel like for many of you guys, you're going to be habit like once you get out of your shell, you're going to be attracting so much attention from people, right? I see the Knight of Wands as like an extremely passionate connection, or really just even being you, Scorpio, as the Knight of Wands, and really just dabbling into everything and being good at it as well. So clarifying this row here, we have the honey, we just pulled the Strength card as well as the Strength card following you, darling, right? We can't get rid of it. Strength card coming in with the Devil energy here, as well as the, what is this? The Judgment energy. The back of the deck is the Three of Wands, Scorpio. So what I see is going to be happening for you, darling, is that you really like, this is quite like right here is what you need to be addressing, right? This devil has been part of your cycle, right? Whether it's your mindset or some habits or what have you, like the devil has been like, this issue has been on your shoulder for quite some time, right? And eventually you make the judgment call. You really finally take action, Scorpio, into addressing it, into overcome it. You slay the dragon, essentially. You slay the devil that has been so controlling of your life that you haven't been able to live in your life's purpose, right? And once you do, Scorpio, again, I feel so passionately that it's like watch out, really. It's like watch out for anyone that is in Scorpio's path, because it's like the world becomes your oyster. You become the magician, I feel. I know we didn't pull the magician energy for you, Scorpio, but I feel like that's what you end up encapsulating, is that magician energy. We have here full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches a resolution, right? This is what you're hoping for. This is what you're aiming for right now, Scorpio, is reaching that resolution. That's something internally, right? What are those internal thoughts, Scorpio, right? What are those internal insecurities that you have? What is that thing? What is this negative narrative that you feed into that just stops you from doing all the things that you want, right? It gives me such an energy where it's just like, you want to have seconds at dinner, but something stops you from going back and getting those seconds, right? Even though you desperately want it, your stomach is growling for it, right? You have the mountain goat coming in here, calling you out, Scorpio, if I can say. There's something out of life and out of balance in your life, and do whatever, girl, do whatever you need to do to take care of it, right? And you know what's out of balance, Scorpio, right? But the moment you address that thing that's out of balance, honey, again, so much starts manifesting for you, Scorpio. So when are you going to start the next phase of your life? That's my question to you, Scorpio. Such a fabulous, beautiful reading for you. A lot of food for thought. Some of you Scorpios need to watch this back a couple times, I feel, honey. All right. So I love you so much, Scorpio. If you enjoyed this tarot reading today, let me know in the comments below, honey. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. If you want to book a private personal reading with me, Scorpio, my website's linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All that just being SimplyVelca, honey. And I'll be connecting with you, Scorpio, sometime in the near future. I love you so much, darling. Bye.